Slowly, the mountains and valleys dissolve into darkness, with the last ray of sunlight left on the peaks. The sunset makes the grass warm and reveals layers of the remote mountain silhouettes. When the last rays of sunset descend quietly into the mountains, under the moonlight, the sambars party is just beginning. Late at night, the sambars' activity reaches its climax. Under cover of the darkness, they feel safer and are less afraid of intruders. Slowly, we approach them, and sometimes they dare to venture out to us in front of our cameras. Curious, they can smell us from around the pond. If we camp in the way of their paths or block their roads by accident, they will also stamp their feet around our tent or howl as if trying to shoo us away. Sambars are most energetic at night, but as the first light of day appears and illuminates the mountains, they slowly settle down and go to sleep. Under the golden rays of morning twilight, the birds sing. And the sambars that hadn't slept for a night are starting to rest. They each find a cozy grassy spot to bask in the sun and ruminate slowly. Like this, the sambar spends the entire morning sleeping like a motionless boulder. Along with the gentle wind, it starts to dream. According to field observations, the male sambars use their antlers mostly for competing with fellow sambars, as well as defending themselves against predators. At the end of spring, after the antlers are fully developed, the fur on the antlers quickly hardens. Meanwhile, the male sambar will grind its antlers on tree trunks and bamboo to speed up the removal of hairy skin. This also strengthens its neck muscles in preparation for future battles. While grinding its antlers, it will often dig the ground with its front feet, and with glands also on its feet, it leaves a scent while digging. During July, the male sambars do not fight as much, and may even be seen eating grass peacefully together. When confronted, usually the weaker sambar retreats, and the stronger one will not give chase. In August, however, everything changes. The antlers are all sharp, and females are getting ready to mate. The fights for territory and mates begin. The stronger ones chase away the weak, and hence urinate on their faces. By mixing it with the smell of preorbital glands, the victor marks his territory. When two sambars of the same age meet, a ferocious fight is sure to ensue. This time they aren't really fighting, but after serious bouts, however, they will be injured to varying degrees, including broken branches of antlers, which will grow back the following year. But ripped ears are marks forever. It's hard to fathom how the sambars have had to part with their own kin over time. How lucky and clever do they have to be to pass the often grueling tests of nature over and over again so they can survive in Taiwan. Because we are lured by economics and have entered the modern world, gradually under the consideration of business interests, they have lost their vast plains and find themselves held captive in cages. The sambar's hairy antlers are a precious ingredient in Chinese medicine, but they are hard to get from wild sambars, so the sambar farms provide the main supply of hairy antlers. But in these farms, sambars are born, age, get diseases, and die. They have never been able to roam free and can only spend their lives gazing through metal bars. They have lost the plains, the untamed nature, as well as their lush golden color and spirit. The sambar's head was once a symbol of pride and glory for the native hunters to be hung on walls. Now, sambars are raised on farms as tradable products. I believe by looking at a sambar in the eyes with respect and love, we can develop a closer relationship with it. Let the sambar run freely on the glorious plains and mountains. Let it be an important member of the rich biodiversity of Taiwan. The herbivore sambar has never interfered with our existence, but instead lives leisurely on the mountains. Perhaps this is not the way nature works, but with a kind heart, I believe that everything is possible. From pursuing the sambar to living in peace with it, I do believe every change lies in our mind.